Friends, Yashwant and Dada Thakre are our guide for the Ravlya trek and we are heading for Ravlya. And this is Javlia we are left behind. Every fort in Sayadri amazes us with uniqueness. Let us see what is on Ravlya Fort. This is our 12th fort in Satmala Range and each fort we had something new to see and experience. I request you all to like and subscribe my YouTube channel Namrata's Wholesome Mantra and also press the bell icon. Here, the final climb has become difficult as Britishers destroyed the steps in 1839. But we don't know what type of steps were before. Because of the rocky climb through these damaged steps, this trek becomes thrilling experience. Or we track in Sayadris on these forts, always there are four questions come to our mind. First thing is who built them? Second is why they built them. And third is how they built them and when they built them. Because of volcanic activities, thousands of years ago in Sayadris, many hills and valleys were formed. And this black volcanic rock formation gave many shape and size to the hills in Sayadri range. This Satmala range spread from east to west and almost divided the area of north and south. Many passes were formed on these hills, which were called Kind or Bari, and people used to cross from one side to other side from this barrage. Many invaders from north made use of this passage to cross to the south side and fight for the supremacy started. Many invaders and local rulers took shelter into these hills so as to live safely. Initially, they started making caves on these hills and they also started searching for the water. Wherever water was there, they started to take shelter on those hills. Because of the greed and many fights, people started building the citadels or forts for more safety. In the Sayandri range, there are around 550 small and big forts built during that time, and Satmala range has 20 strong forts. Concrete information is available about this fort building or these caves and when they were made. But generally thinking is that during Satavahan era, around 2000 years back, people started living in the caves on the hills. And Satavahan era people had the knowledge of cutting this black stone, of how to look for the water, and also they knew how to make the caves and where to make the caves. But question remains, who were these people who made all these forts and caves and water tanks? They must be very strong. Life that time must be very tough. Many generations have been struggling here to make these forts and these caves. We don't know how much time they took for doing all this. What you see behind is one more surprise on the Ravlya Fort. Gate of the fort which is vertically cut. Let us look it closely. Swan Thakre has brought us up to here. Look behind. The door is made cutting the black stone. Vertically across. On the wall, there is a stone inscription in Parsi which states Alawardi Khan, the Sardar of Shahjahan Mughal Badshah, has taken over this fort in 1636. It is considered that he has bribed the fort commanders and taken over 18 forts in this Satmala range. Look at the funnel like structure cut through this volcanic basalt rock. This is where the question comes how they would have done this. They had no modern technique. But looking at this, they knew much about civil engineering and they knew about measurement, how to cut, where to cut. When we come out from the other side, it is vertical opening, and on top of that opening, they have made an arrangement for fitting the door. In 1670, Shivaji Maharaj army took over the fort from the Mughals, and 1671, Mughal Sardar Diler Khan encircled the fort with his army, but he was defeated badly. Because of this strong fort, Gadkari was able to keep the fort intact, and Moroji Pant Pingle, Shivaji Maharaj, one of the Sardar, started attacking the army from backside, and the Diler Khan was caught in between. In 1919, British Captain Mackintosh destroyed the steps of this fort and Javlia. Ravlya Fort, it is very difficult to go up because of that. Look at the locking arrangement for the door, and strengthening of the door was done by fitting additional stone support to the frame. Our guide S1 says when he was small, the door was there in place, but now it is missing. After this vertical gate, there is one more gate before we go on the top of the fort. But our guide Yashwant is taking us to the secret water tank and cave. Dada Thakre is already watching there. Let us see what is there in front of us. You can see the chiseled mark on the stone, and below this big stone at the side of this hill, there is a small opening, and what we are seeing inside is a big cave, and even the wall is made for the caves, which is not visible from outside. Inside the caves, we will try and go and see what is there inside. So this is see inside. This is a big place inside. Outside it is not visible, but inside light is less. I am trying to show you. This is the wall there. See, from inside they are enclosed with the stones. This is the small opening for coming in. Inside the cave, there are a lot of bats flying around, and are two water tanks at both sides, and in between there is a beam like thing where you can walk and go inside. Even you can see the water falling from the top also there is support of the beams for these tanks. This cave may be used for hiding. Below you can see the well. It is very deep and now it is full of mud, but water is there. The question remains who did it and how they did it. You see the small beam and both the side these wells. Or did it, they must be very strong, loyal, and warriors. Our guide says there was a closing arrangement for this, and now it is missing from the place. Thanks for watching our video. I will be posting full video in my next vlog.